Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe, you already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the trade, yes and no. Friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul, but when the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes, going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yes, sir! Yeah! Bam hitting game-winning threes versus the Detroit Pistons. The Heat needing the game-winning three anyway. Struggle hoops all the way through, but we won, bitches! Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Roy A. Shepard, and I'm joined today by Alex Campbell with the $4.99 dono. He says, send Caleb to prison for swinging that ball to Duncan Robinson. For sure. But I'm joined today by my boy Stone. Stone, we're going to start with you. How you doing today?
I'm doing lovely, Royal. Weather's starting to get a little better. Heat kind of remembering how to play basketball, although I will say if there was one team that could possibly lose a must-win game to the worst team in the NBA, it would be the Miami Heat. And they gave that notion every bit of run that they could tonight. But, hey, they pulled it out, and I'm sure they'll smack some team they have no business smacking in the next 3 games to kind of yang the yin here.
Hey, bro, listen, we was all on here talking about they was going 1-1 against the Pistons. They got both of them struggling nonetheless, but they got 2-0 out there, big. Kane Kendall pulling up one time for the one time. Ricky, how you doing today, bro?
I'm having the time of my life. Bam Adebayo is the greatest center in NBA history, and I think we're lucky for him to be on this team, which, of course, is destined for the NBA title. Do you believe me yet, America? I said what I said, and I'm standing on my square. Tonight proved it. How about that? Is that good?
Yeah, look, bro, when it comes to elite line, leave that to me. Because, brother, standing on your square in a situation where we just beat the Detroit Pistons is nothing to be bragging about. Rounding out this panel, we got my dog, Kane Kendall. Kendall, how you feeling today, bro?
The boy feeling good. I mean, big time, for a player to step up like that, you know what I'm saying? For the game in like that, it makes me feel good as a fan of the Miami Heat.
Even if it was against the Pistons. It's going to be a lot of that tonight. Like, I know a lot of people go on top. It's only the Pistons, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But, brother, for a team that was sliding like Miami was, like getting back-to-back wins, even against the Pistons, is just a way to kind of like establish some rhythm and try and find your footing before you close out the rest of this regular season and make your way to the playoffs. But we're going to start with Kendall today. Kendall, give me your thoughts on the whole game.
I thought it was a good game, man. Like, from the team, even though it was a close game, it's just insane, like, that it shows, like, our lack of talent and, like, cohesion when type shit. When we like don't have all our players playing, like the game really only got close because Bam went to the bench at the end of the third. Like that's when the game like got close, and it just showed like that shit happened quick, and it was weird too. Like DeLon, I don't know, I guess it's like his legs just stopped working when he tried to lay the ball up for some reason. But I thought they played well, considering no Jimmy. We missing our best scorer in Tyler Herro, as elite as he is scoring the basketball. That really sets this team back. But at the end of the day, we got an all-star.
What did that nigga just say? I just hold on. Wait, what? My shit kind of glitched a little bit, bro.
Hey, we really overcame a lot. Nah. But no, we better without that motherfucker. I ain't gonna get that type of lie off. But that's how good I'm feeling that I'll even give his stank ass some props. But yeah, I thought it got a little choppy. Like once they started to get going, like it got a little choppy. For Jaime, Terry Rozier, and I think Caleb Martin a little bit. I felt like his tunnel vision came back to a little bit.
You say you think we got shadow banned? Look, gang. I'm not with all the Gen Z terms, bro. I don't know what that means, bro. You still here? I appreciate you. Everybody who else is in here, I appreciate all of y'all. Make sure y'all leave us a like and subscribe to the Basement Sports Network. But yeah, I don't know what we can do about that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kevin.
And Duncan Cook, hey, shout out to him. He was on some shit. He went back to the crib, I guess, like kind of sort of, his college and whatnot, town area vicinity, Ann Arbor and shit. But fuck all that. Thank you, Scale Daddy, for the $50 dono. He said, "Seen some good knee guy." He sees some good knee guy hoop. And then he happy. Me too. And like the way it was finished, it just was like a little cherry on top, because that's what you're supposed to do in the big games. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go in the gloves. Next time, throw some dollars on it. But you spitting, brother.
Yeah. Ricky, we coming to you next, bro. Give me your thoughts on the game.
Well, I think what we saw tonight was a masterclass out of Miami's starting shooting guard, Duncan Robinson. It's kind of interesting to see how much better he fits with what Miami's trying to do as far as – I'm saying this while I'm trying to put my OtterBox case on, so bear with me. I think it's interesting to see how his style of play meshes so much better with this team. I think it was very good to see how in the absence of both Jimmy Butler and the other guy, it was great to see how Bam Adebayo was really able to take it to the Pistons. I mean, he finished with 20 and 17 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken, or 16 rebounds. Excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong box score. My bad. I was looking at the box score from the Bucks game earlier, because let's be honest. 17 rebounds to finish with that many rebounds. That's a man stat line. That's a stat line you want out of every big man. It was also great to see how I think this might have been a career night for Duncan Robinson. I could be wrong, but this is something close to it. I don't remember the last time he scored 30 points. I will say this, however, as good and as happy as I am to see Bam Adebayo and Duncan Robinson perform the way that they have, this is the third time this season that the Miami Heat have struggled to defeat the worst team in the NBA. The first time was, I believe, to start the season. I think it was like the first or second game. It came down to a game-winning shot that went out, that rimmed out from Cade Cunningham.
Like tonight?
And then the next game was the other day. That was kind of touch and go for a little bit there. And then yet again, it was another clutch game. I'm annoyed by that. However, quite frankly, you know what? I shouldn't be annoyed because if I expect mediocrity, I should get mediocrity. And that's what this is. You're a mediocre team if every time Anthony Chang tweets out clutch game. You know it. You can set your watch to it almost every Heat game, unless they're getting blown out. Yeah. Now, well, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because thank you very much, Alex Campbell, for the $4.99 dono. Terry was definitely shooting the ball. Yes, I agree. And in fairness, if that were Tyler Herro's stat line, we would have used that as more ammunition against him. It's true. He shot 8 for 20 from the field. However, I'm willing to bet that based on his, I don't know if you want to call those shooting splits, he was 1 for 6 from 3. So you divide those attempts in half, and he has a pretty decent shooting night by comparison. It's very interesting to see how, if you're looking at 6 out of 10 versus 4 out of 10, it could be anywhere from didn't do enough to a blowout. It is what it is. I don't expect Terry Rozier to shoot 8 for 20 for the rest of the season or every game. He's going to have nights like this. However, I'm happy to see how he was able to contribute from other spots on the floor. He had 17 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. A guard that small they're not really known for rebounding that much, and he gave us 9 assists. So he made up for it in other aspects of his game, and I gotta give it to him, Ayo, for that. But yeah, no, I mean, look, 36 and 30, the Miami Heat needed a game-winning buzzer beater from Bam Adebayo to win. I mean, great. It's a win. A win's a win. But come on, the Pistons, really?
Yeah, I mean, look, we like I said, we're going to keep repeating that. It's only the Pistons, whatever. But a win is a win is a win. And Terry Rozier, on a night where Jimmy Butler nor Tyler Herro's playing, I expect 8 for 20. Like, I wholeheartedly expect Terry Rozier to shoot the ball 20 times. On a night in, night out basis, fully healthy, then no, you don't get that. But Terry's not a person where I look at shooting efficiency as kind of barometer of how he played. Like, he does other things, like you mentioned, the 9 assists, the 6 rebounds. He does other things that kind of helps this team kind of keep the train rolling. Stone, let me get your thoughts on the game tonight.
Yeah, I think that the Pistons front court is really just like a weird combination with Wiseman and Isaiah Stewart. Because one of them feels more like a center, but he's like 50 pounds heavier, but 4 inches shorter. And the other one just like kind of gets pushed around. And I thought that combination kind of presented an interesting situation for the Heat tonight. And I didn't really notice it as much so in the first 3 games, but I really felt like I noticed it tonight, I guess maybe with Jimmy out and with others out. And Bam was a horrible mismatch for their front court. And, Bam's an undersized guy himself. So we're normally seeing him as kind of the mismatched, or however you want to call it, in these type of big battles. But tonight I felt like he was a mismatch for them. And he really dominated the boards. And I felt like that was the story of the game, was that we dominated the boards with Bam and we forced more turnovers than they did. And kind of that combination of things allowed them to survive that awful run in the third quarter. But yeah, I don't really big picture. I think that's kind of an interesting point you made about, don't say it was just the Pistons. We got to look at it. But I don't really know what my big picture takeaway is here, other than Delon Wright finally got some run tonight, and it looked okay at times, and I see why he hadn't been getting run at times too. So interesting to see what you guys think about what Wright's outlook kind of looks like with this team the rest of the way here.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too, because tonight they did go to Patty Mills first off the bench, but you saw in the second half he switched that up and then he went to DeLon before Patty Mills. He said, "What the fuck I got to add?" That's because the boys have been monetized over on Twitch now. We're not Twitch affiliates. So yeah, make sure y'all follow us on Twitch at Basement Sports Gaming. It's not only post-game shows over there, even though we do put them over there. We got some guys playing COD. I think LJ was playing Star Wars the other night. Ant was playing Guitar Hero. Just trying to expand the amount of content and the types of content that we're giving y'all. And Twitch is where we're going to start. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you follow us on Twitch at Basement Sports Gaming. We'll also put post-game shows over there. We also put them on Instagram too. If you fuck with that, follow us at Basement Sports N on Instagram and TikTok, just like the Twitter handle. Mendels Isma with the $3 dono. He said Bam 3. For sure. I feel like Bam's 3 is going to be one of the it's probably the biggest storyline of the game. Like third game in a row where he's hit a 3, none of them bigger than this one, which turned out to be a game winner. But we'll get to Bam in a second. I got to talk about somebody else first. Mendels Isma with the $3 dono again. He said Bam 3 last game. He said and congrats to Duncan, certified now. First of all, Duncan Robinson has been certified. We decertified him and then recertified him starting this season. But Duncan Robinson is exactly who I was going to. 30 points from Duncan Robinson, bro, really kind of was the only form of offense this team had for a while and just kind of carried us through most of the game. So, Kendall, want to hear your thoughts on Duncan Robinson's game tonight?
Big time players make no, I'm sorry. But what can we say? The team is better. They win more when this team won more games when he starts than when he comes off the bench. People are gonna say the opponent. I'm not going that far, but at the end of the day, Buddy got on a hot streak and he started killing like it was 2019, 2020 again. And that's what you love to see. I felt like that was his first 30-point game that I remember since that overtime game against the Hawks when everybody and their mama had 30, including one Kendrick Nunn.
Shout out to my Heat of the UK.
Yeah, don't interrupt me to shout out a nigga from overseas. No, disrespect. I don't care how you take it, but yeah, and it's just cool because it's just not threes. It's like that's where he got hot and that like separated us in that second quarter. But we seeing this man get to the rim, that floater, like making pass, like that little skip pass that looked like he was throwing a little pebble across a pond to Jaime Jaquez, but it got there for a layup. Fuck it. Like he couldn't do that before. So it's like you take it. And shout out to him, bro. Like you say, he got that spot locked down. It's nothing to debate anymore. Shout out to the NBA for not calling fouls on shots that aren't fouls. But yeah, Duncan, he hooping, and he should stay right where he at, and I think he is because it's playoff time. So
Yeah, so with the Duncan thing, I think the news about Tyler Herro just kind of solidified kind of what we already believed anyway, which is Duncan should be the starter for the rest of the season. I think Tyler being out for the rest of the kind of like the road trip and him being reevaluated in the next week or so, like that just kind of means that if he does come back, it's not going to be enough games to try and reintegrate him and for him to try and get his conditioning level up. So it feels like Duncan's going to be starting. What's up?
We're gonna get to role players.
Sure.
Good, because I think that point that you're making, I think Tyler and his coming back applies to somebody else on this team.
Patty Mills?
No, Caleb Martin.
How so? I don't really care. I want to go down the road. Go ahead. How so?
Bro, if this team starts to put it together, like, and offensively it picks up, bro, like his minutes I'm not saying they will, should take a significant cut. That 33 minutes a game shit should be down to about 20.
Okay, so pause.
22.
I want to hear. I'm gonna go to Ricky first on what you think about like Kendall's proposal, and then we're gonna go to Stone on that. Do you think Tyler's minutes, even if he comes back, should be like taken down for players like Caleb, who have kind of performed in his absence, Duncan obviously, and maybe a few other guys?
Hold on. So Kendall, you want Tyler's to go down to 20, not Caleb's? Did I hear that right?
Yeah. Like,
you know what? Honestly, I'd be in support of something like that, mainly because I would compare it to when either Birdman or Alonzo Mourning in his second stint with the team would be on the floor, because you knew those minutes were limited. You knew that he could go all out and give his all on the floor, and that would mean then that he would, I don't know about necessarily take more shots, but give even more of an effort on both ends of the floor. And then it's like, okay, his usage won't be as such to where it will be a detriment to the team, because if Tyler's usage is high, we've seen the Heat suffer. But if his minutes are limited, like the 20 minutes that Kendall is proposing, for example, I think it could work out, because especially if you stagger him and you bring him off the bench against a lot of other teams' second units, that can be an opportunity for some of the other scorers on this team to somewhat rest a little bit, if not be used as somewhat of a decoy. So I could see how that would work. I'm not opposed to it, as long as we are not putting this player on the pedestal that he has done nothing to deserve in his 3 to 4 to 5 years on this team.
Okay, so Ricky, I guess what Ricky's saying is that if you shrink Tyler's minutes, then yes, he can go out there and he can play, give more effort on both ends of the floor. He can focus on kind of what he wants to go out there and do. He can shoot the ball as much as he wants to if he's playing 20 minutes. For all I give a shit, it's not going to greatly impact other people's like offensive rhythm or whatever. And Kendall's saying, like, because of the way Caleb's played or because of some of the way that other guys have played in his absence, like, they deserve those minutes more so than Tyler. Stone, where do you fall in between those two arguments?
For me, it's like I care way less about the minutes than I care about the rotations and kind of like who's going to be closing the games. Because, like, if Tyler's getting 20 minutes in the game and he's part of the closing unit, that's terrible usage of Tyler. Like, you're only going to put him in the game then basically, or at least half the time you're putting him in the game basically, is the most pressure clutch moments of the game, like where you really need to kind of fit within an offense and you can't just be kind of out there doing your own thing. So for me, it's more about like getting him on that bench unit, putting him next to like a real guard like Patty Mills, and not having him kind of just be out there, I guess, free balling it, saying, like, I'm going to put up as many shots as I want, and that's going to be how we dictate things out here. As far as like Caleb Martin specifically, like you can't, for what they're kind of asking out of Caleb Martin right now, like at least in the games that Jimmy has played, like Jimmy hasn't really been the primary defender on the other team's best player in clutch moments of the game. That's kind of been Caleb Martin. So you can't really at this point, when Tyler comes back, ask him to take a significant cut in minutes, because you're going to need him in those clutch minutes where you don't really need Tyler. He doesn't really fit into this team in those clutch minutes anymore. If anything, he's like a bigger liability than he's ever been in those clutch minutes. So no, they're not. They're going to the finals. The Heat are going to the finals. I can promise you that. They are. They do it every year. They trick you. They trick you into thinking that. They trick 7 other teams in their conference into thinking that. And then they go right to the finals. It's going to happen. I've been paying attention.
Oh, bring it up. Jimmy J shaking in your boots. Huh?
Scared. You see, you got that Celtics picture in there. He wants no parts of Miami in that first round because he know we playing them. Listen, brother, you ain't got to gas yourself up. You ain't got to try and psych yourself out. Like,
y'all boys y'all should stomp our head in, because y'all
feel no pressure. We feel no pressure, bro. We're going in there. We playing with house money anyway. So when we beat y'all again, you can come right back here, Jimmy J. Make sure you subscribe and put that bell notification on too, so you know whenever we go live. But make sure you bring your ass right back here, the Basement Sports Network, and listen to us talk to you. Celtics, bitch. Look, bro, we hear you. We hear you. But make sure you keep that same energy now. Game 5 of that series. Come on back here and talk to us, my boy. Want to thank the nasty man with the $10 dono. He said, shrinking Tyler's minutes will provide the wiggle hoops the team needs to win the chip. So, look, I think I'm leaning more so towards Ricky's argument than y'all. Like, I get it. Like, Caleb Martin does things on the defensive end Tyler's not capable of and that the team needs. But I also think that there is value in kind of like freeing Tyler up to do what he does. Like, in a more defined role, like with 20 minutes, you ain't got much time but to go out there and try and get your shit off. And I think in 20 minutes, like, he can be a very impactful scorer for the team. Like, he'll go out there, get his buckets out, and then when the crucial moment comes, if he's hot, he stays in. If not, then he gets on the bench, bro.
Yeah, because Stone's talking about, clutch minutes and stuff. Like, for me, like, the only 3 people that, like, I would even, like, go as far as to pencil in of them playing, like, late in games is Bam, Jimmy, and Caleb. And that's because Caleb can play defense and he guards, like, wings and stuff. Like, if Tyler's hot and he's playing well, and, like, yeah, he gets one of those 2 spots for – and I think, like, we've spoken on, that's, like, I don't think it's necessarily a good thing, to be honest, but it's a hard thing to deal with. Like, you don't know who you dealing with to end the game. Like, when we play a team like Boston, they start in 5. Most likely, if they're not in foul trouble, it's going to be the 5 guys that's in the game. For Miami, it's going to be 2 guys for sure, 3 guys maybe. And yeah, so, like, if Tyler, like, is playing good, then yeah, he get to stay on the court. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not on some like, oh, it got to be 20 and leave it there. Yeah, they should. But it get fun if it get tricky. I've seen a lot of 1 seeds lose like game 1s. You know what I'm saying, to like 8 seeds, but they'll end up winning the series. But Miami is just annoying, bro. Like, nobody, bro. You can bet your ass that Boston, if you say pick the 3 teams you want to play to get to the finals,
Miami not in there.
The Bucks is not picking us either. Like, we're not on the list. Like, but yeah, so like, I think Tyler, if he's playing well, I just don't think it should be something where it's like he has to have like XYZ. I think that's kind of out the window for him. I'm not even gonna lie. I think Spo is kind of past that, like trying to make it work with him. He feels like it's possible that, not totally, that he might be the new Duncan. Like, where it's like,
I don't think we gotten there yet. Like, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not
like the Patty Mills thing, like tonight.
Oh yeah, no, that's
But-
out of there. That him and
But
DeLon.
I'm saying though, like that's the same thing that I'm envisioning that you're talking about with Tyler. Whereas, like, I give you 10 minutes, bro. Like, you guaranteed to get 10 minutes. You go out there, you play well with them 10 minutes, then there's no DeLon Wright tonight. You get all of those minutes too. You know what I'm saying? But if you go in there in them 10 minutes and you're not performing, then I feel no obligation to reinsert you into the rotation at any given moment. Like, I just don't think. I think we're so far along in this season, whereas he's missed so much time that you can't feasibly put him back into the lineup and then take some of these other guys who've been contributing all season long out. Like, but again, we spent a lot of time talking about Tyler Herro. I don't really want to do that. I want to talk about the people who played tonight. Let's talk about Bam, bro. Because outside of that game-winning three-pointer that he had, the boy was still hooping tonight, bro. Like, I feel like Bam had a very good game, bro. I felt like he was the best big on the court, and that was necessary in order for them to win a game without Jimmy, Kevin Love, Tyler, et cetera, so on and so forth. Stone, we'll start with you, bro. As the biggest Bam hater on the network, want to know if you still trading Bam for Joel Embiid, 1, 2. How you felt the way Bam played tonight?
We're trading him for Dante DiVincenzo. So listen, he played really good. He needed to play good. Had he not played good, they would have lost this game. It was literally the difference in this game. I think the rebounding numbers is really what I keep going back to. 17 boards, that's huge, especially you got a 260-pound guy on the other side, and that's not even their center. So, you know, he was in there against big bodies tonight, and he came out on top. Pause. Yeah, he dominated, and that was the story tonight. It's just kind of interesting. I feel like whenever we get down to it and like we're in a situation where we really only have one backup big or something like that, like the team just really plays its best basketball. I don't know why. It just feels like that. When there's only one guard, when there's only one big on the bench, it's like in those situations, that guy just steps up. So maybe it's a pressure thing, you know, pressure bursts pipes or makes diamonds, and tonight it made diamonds.
For sure. Ricky, want to hear your thoughts tonight on Bam?
Bam Adebayo, fill the stat sheet in the way. No, I'm sorry. No, that was crazy. All right. That was crazy. Yeah, no, I mentioned him a little bit earlier in my opening speech / dissertation. No, he did what he was supposed to do against an inferior front line in Detroit. 20 points, 17 rebounds. That's something you hope your starting big man scores or registers on the stat line. He was impactful. He played 38 minutes. And the beautiful thing about this is he was able to do this shooting only 14 shots. Do I normally want him? I'm sorry?
13 shots.
Oh, we're going to do the Antoine Walker thing again, huh?
I'm looking at the box score, bro.
As am I, King. Let's go ahead and refresh that.
Squabbles?
13 shots.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
I got the screenshot right here. I got it right here.
I don't need no screenshot. See, I
got it right here.
As a producer, I'll just show your motherfucking ass.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it.
I'm looking at it too. And now
why is it telling me 14?
9 of 13 because you're lying.
All right.
You got that Cricket Wireless.
Cricket Wire. That's crazy. Wow. All right. That's hurtful. That's a little uncalled for. I mean, you didn't have to throw a shot at Cricket. You know, like, I mean, see, now I done completely forgot my spiel. And I, quite frankly, I haven't been this flustered since Holland responded to me in the comments.
All right, bro. You're not. Kendall, please save us.
There's some real nigga hoops going on right now. It's 102 again the Denver game, but fuck all that because my dog Idris hit a game winner. So we finna talk about that.
No, you're not. You watching the game right now?
Yeah,
you and Stone watching the game.
But yeah, Bam, he did his thing.
He got me to put it on.
Yeah. Oh no, it's they hooping out there now. Dallas blew a lead. You know what I'm saying? Luka Harden doing the thing. But yeah, Bam showed out. I think he set the tone, and then the team like raised their game. I don't know why I don't have this muted. All right, let's just take a pause.
Right. I'll try and vamp a little bit for these 42 seconds, brother. I'll try and vamp a little bit while these 42 seconds going on.
No, I'm good. He hit the shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam, he came out and he set the tone. He attacked the basket against a good front line. I really like all right, none of y'all looking like even paying me any mind. So people in the chat, and those
you're talking to the chat right now.
Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. Hey, multi-screen demon. That's what they call it. But yeah, Bam hoop, bro. It's like, even though it's just like, if I could critique anything in the game, he missed the free throw. I'm still on his ass about that. Even though he only got there once. Ricky, relax. Also, there be these pockets where like Bam is like playing well, but it's like he kind of like lets his teammates kind of cook when like things are in the balance. And I just wish because it was a couple where it was Jaime Jaquez, clear outs and ISOs and Terry Martin. Yeah, bro. And those moments, I'm like, if I can just get Bam every like 6 possession in those moments, you get 3 of them, 2-3 of them. You don't even got to shoot the ball. Like, I just need where he doesn't touch the ball at all. It's just like he screens like in those situations, especially when Jimmy or Tyler, Jovic and all these guys are out, like you have to touch the ball. But in that, bro, like, yeah, he got one shot off too late. Shout out Robbie Bricks. I guess Roy knows that person. He does in my narrative.
He was talking about my mom on the other show, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, shout out Robbie Bricks for real.
That's Kendall Burnham.
Somebody hit a 3. Man, we locked in real. What's going on? But yeah, so for him to step up, it was a trail 3, nice little trail 3, and that's what an all-star does. He's the best player on the court, and he performed like it. And I think he outplayed both guys on their front line.
That's insane. I'm behind in the game.
I think he performed. I mean, but that's what you expect.
Ricky, shut the fuck up. Wait, first of all, Stone, how you got up?
I haven't said a word in like 3 minutes.
I can see your face, bro. I can see
see correct. So can I. I don't see what the issue is right now.
Dallas need that boy Idris out here. Nah, but yeah,
I need him too because Jokic ran from the last. No, I was playing. Skip Bayless this thing.
Yeah, man.
Jokic ran from that last.
Bird, please. But no, I think what I like most about the way Bam played tonight is that even though they didn't go to the last couple of possessions or whatever, I felt like that last shot, Bam decided to take it. Like it didn't feel like an accident that he was the one who
he was begging for it. His hands
was like
hands.
That's what I'm saying. Like it felt like in the team responded and respected him enough to give him the ball and let him take it. So like that to me was the biggest takeaway. Bam wanted to shoot that last shot, and maybe it's because Jimmy ain't here and he felt like he has to or whatever. It's cool, but any opportunity that he gets and he learns that he can do things of that nature, I'm always with it, bro. So like, shout out to Bam.
I would go as far as to say that Bam needs to the Bam. If like it's a tie game, 1-point game, the ball needs to be in Bam's hands in all those situations, bro.
Even with Jimmy here.
Oh no! I'm sorry, y'all boys.
Damn, bro, you be watching TV in the future.
Hell no!
I got a time machine, ain't it?
Kyrie hit a game winner, didn't he?
Oh, with the left hand.
Oh, all right.
We could have had him for Terry Rozier package. We could have had Kyrie.
Was that a sky hook?
Bro, with the left. With the fucking left, bro.
No, come on, bro. That boy hit a sky hook, bro. Insane, bro. Insane. Luka, they ain't even look for Luka that play. God, bro. That man's good at basketball. Yo, shout out to Kyrie Irving. Good who's going on. Somebody say I really can't type because I'm dropping. Yeah, that was a great shot. We're going to go to some of the role players on the team, not Duncan and Bam, because we don't already talk about them. Stone, pick a role player, talk about them.
Patty Mills, thank you for your best Kyle Lowry impression tonight. We have missed watching Seven play. You were fantastic at being ass. Thank you.
Patty Mills. That's a topic of discussion, though, an entirely separate one, bro. Because a lot of people have been asking for DeLon Wright minutes. And tonight we got Patty Mills and DeLon Wright on the court at the same time, which was god awful, bro. Like I don't know what Spo was cooking at that point, but that shit was terrible. But we got DeLon Wright and Patty Mills minutes, and DeLon Wright looks like the better option going forward, bro. Just to get those minutes coming there. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know how many layups DeLon Wright missed. But Patty Mills ain't much better. Like his offense ain't offensing, and I just thought like what DeLon Wright provides defensively kind of far exceeds what Patty Mills could give you. So I'm all for letting DeLon Wright have those minutes. Somebody said fuck the Hard Rock out. Ricky, pick a role player, not Patty Mills, and talk about him.
Shout out to Jaime Jaquez. He played steady basketball today. 15 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Unfortunately, yes, he did shoot 6 for 14 from the field. But, I mean, this is a guy who I, quite frankly, have been very pleased with as far as watching him play this season. I know there's this talk of the rookie wall and everything like that. And, yeah, he had a couple of rough outings, especially after that groin injury. But he's made it work. Water meets its level over time, and I'm glad to see that he was able to contribute meaningfully in this game today. He played about 35 minutes, and considering he's a rookie and it's March, and this is usually the time when they're running out of gas, it's good stuff. I can't complain, and these thoughts will conclude without a mention to anyone in his family for the first time in my life. I'm learning.
You know what? Growth, King. We appreciate that, and we acknowledge you here on this network. We appreciate your growth.
That doesn't mean I don't love the snow.
Kendall. You just can't help yourself. Kendall, pick a role player and talk about him.
I'm going to talk about Terry Rozier. It's not his fault. Bro, I'm sad, bro. Like, this nigga just hit a sky hook with the left hand, bro. And the asking package was Kyle Lowry in the first, maybe over. And we went and got Terry Rozier instead, big dog. I thought we used to be about championships game. That shit hurt. For Bam to hit a game winner and to see Kyrie do that, bro, that was some ignorant shit, bro. Like, not ignorant. That was some ignorant shit to do, bro. Over a 7-footer at that, bro.
Over Jokic.
No, easily D-Master V93 Kyrie Irving's. Like, that's not even a debate. Which one did I enjoy more? Kyrie Irving's. That's not even And I love Bam, bro. Like, I really think we like right there, and I think he's key. He's a key part to why we are as good as we are. Like, honestly, I would say 65%. But that shit, bro, yeah. So Terry Rozier, he can dribble that basketball, bro. He could put pressure on the rim and get downhill, off screens, just off the dribble, off the bounce. But I just wish he was still hooping for the Charlotte Hornets instead. But he here now. So he been doing some good things, bro. He in the vibe right now. Like, he really in the zone. He locked in, and it's been like that for a while now. So I don't think Eric Spoelstra would do anything to like combat that. Defensively, I feel like he is not getting his loss as much. Like, because it was a point where he would play good initial defense, and after the ball would swing, like, he would like just get caught ball watching and then like turn around and be lost a little bit. I feel like that's kind of going away, and he picking up the zone pretty well. Yeah, but Terry Rozier, I like what I'm seeing from him. Just keep shooting that 3, bro, if you open. The ones off the bounce, I could kind of do without if you're not hitting, but it's funny enough, those are the ones it seems like he's making more of than with wide open ones. So it's cool. He cool. He's a nice player to have on your team. You don't want to depend on him like we are, and he's not Kyrie Irving.
So Terry Rozier, the thing I like about Terry Rozier is that he creates shots in a way that we haven't seen in a very long time on this roster. Like, the hezzy tween shit, that's what he do.
Nigga, he hezzied nobody.
Yeah,
And
bro.
Tim Hesian, nobody was there. It allowed the defender to come. Then he decided to tween and then step back for no reason and then shoot a three. And he made it. So it's like,
Bro, like it's like no, like with his hair Rozier, it's like I get it. I would get why anybody doesn't want to watch him play on this roster because it's like sometimes it's bad basketball. Just being like frank about it, like it's bad basketball to watch sometimes, but it's also very entertaining. Like it's entertaining hoops to watch, and he does it in a way that like nobody else on this team can. So like I fuck with it. My role player is going to be Haywood Highsmith. That nigga should have been in Oppenheimer. Like laying next to the bomb when they tested it because that nigga needs to go. And he's an op too. So like Oppenheimer is the perfect movie for that nigga Shameless Highsmith. He stinks.
He wouldn't have been allowed.
He's fucking terrible. You said what?
He wouldn't have been allowed. You know, the whole black thing. They
That's real.
completely erased the Asian presence in that movie. Why would they have allowed?
Hey, bro.
You don't think if in 1940 they said we'd like to take this nice young African American gentleman and tie him down right next to the bomb that they wouldn't let him be right there?
Hey, brother, drop his ass on top of Germany too. I don't give a fuck. Like he is terrible. I was watching Masters of the Air, so I kind of got my little wars crossed up a little bit. Richard J. Mark. Have you watched Masters of the Air? That's a conversation for Postgame. But yeah, Haywood Highsmith sucks, bro. Like he's not good at basketball. I regretted the decision for Spo to have to start him with Jovic out. He made me miss Nikola Jovic today. Like it's just the reality. Like I was not prepared for I was prepared. As soon as I saw him starting, I was like, this shit finna suck. So I never want to see any Haywood Highsmith minutes again. We got a game tomorrow. So 41 minutes is about as much as y'all finna get out of me today. Let's go on to this next game. Who we play next? Oh, the 76ers. And it's in front of the hoes on ESPN at 7:30 p.m. Ricky, we're going to start with you. The boy feeling good?
You know, that begs the true question of happiness in life. What does it truly mean to feel good? Is it a sense of contentment brought about by desired outcomes? Is it a feeling of pleasure brought about by momentary bliss? Or is it merely a matter of confidence in one's team's success? God, who am I kidding? Yeah, I feel great. I feel fine. It's the Sixers. You know, whatever. And plus, they're the ones that got Kyle Lowry. All right? Like, all right, come on. Yeah.
Don't he start for them? Don't Kyle Lowry start for them?
I hope so.
Ew, yucky. Stone, the boy feeling good.
Hey.
I've been waiting to play against Kyle Lowry for so long, and now it's finally here. Mainly just because playing against him automatically implies that you're not playing with him. So I'm excited about this game. I don't think he'll do anything. He is a huge bitch. He was a huge bitch here for 3 years. He's going to be a huge bitch for one night tomorrow. And I think we get Jimmy Butler 50 points, Miami Heat winning a blowout, Philadelphia, dicks in the dirt, take your garbage, freaking gas station, staple food, cheesesteaks, whatever you want to call them, and just throw them in the trash with the rest of your sports teams where they belong.
Correct. Wait, well, not all of Philadelphia sports teams are down bad. I know somebody, just got some pretty good players over there. You know what I mean?
What, to get through the NFC least? They're going to do the same thing they do every year.
Listen, brother, Saquon going to change a couple things over there now. I just want to make sure that y'all know that now. That running game is real prolific.
They got a better athlete to push that man's behind. That's all they got.
You need to worry about the black three-headed monster in your division that they got over there now with Russell Wilson, JF1, and Mike Tomlin. Okay? Them boys finna. All right. I think
we got the king. We got the king. The king. All hail the fucking king.
Y'all the number one rushing offense in the league last year anyway. So, like,
And now we're going to be super number one.
That's real. That's real. Kendall, the boy feeling good.
That crackhead came out of Stone just he said super number one. But yeah, the boy feeling good. Paul Reed is smaller than Bam Adebayo. In terms of height and stature, that's all I would be referring to.
They start Mo Bamba now.
Bitches stank. Ooh. I got hoes calling. It's the water hose. Cause he's stanky. African booty scratcher. Mo Bamba. Hell no, they finna stump that shit. Fuck you talking about.
Fuck is you talking about, Kendo?
I'm glad
you already know what time it is. He want to pull that shit out. Fuck is y'all talking about?
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm glad Jimmy ain't played today. I ain't even know we played like back to back. I know we played Philly next. I ain't know it's back to back. So now Jimmy get to go back to a place that he loved, but he probably fucking hates now. And I'm looking for him to stunt on their ass, to be honest. And I think I don't think Jimmy played Philly yet this year. I don't think he has. The Christmas game he didn't play, and he didn't play the last time before the All-Star break. So Jimmy gonna do his thing, and he gonna be talking his shit because, like he said on Instagram, it's that
real niggas on the screen now. Yeah.
Chill out, low dog. But yeah, we gonna get that dub, bro. It ain't nothing. She hungry. You want food? Look, she hungry.
Yeah, excited. Fuck is you talking about? But yeah, like a white dog. Hey, brother, don't start.
Hey, hold on. Come here, no. Come here.
Don't start talking about Kendall kids now. The boy get real protective by the cheering now. Don't talk about put them paws on them now. Fuck is you talking about?
You gonna put them paws on you on this side?
Fuck is you talking about? But yeah, we gonna beat the shit out of Philadelphia, bro. They got Kyle Lowry, and I ain't gonna hold you. I think Kyle Lowry gonna have a good game against Miami. I think he's gonna get in the best shape that he could possibly get in.
Them two charges ain't the needle.
Them two charges, brother, they gonna save the game for him, brother. They gonna save him from getting beat by 20. I do agree. I do agree that Bam, he's gonna eat, bro. Like Bam is gonna have a phenomenal game. If Jimmy plays, Jimmy will also have a phenomenal game. We can't stop Tyrese Maxey no way. But that won't be the thing that beat us, bro. They starting Nicholas Batum out there too, bro. Like shit going bad over there in Philadelphia. So that pack gonna be up in the air, and we'll be here to share it with y'all. But thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to my boys for pulling up, my boy Stone, and of course the two beautiful members of the Kane gang, my boy Kane Ricky and my boy Kane Kendall. We will see y'all tomorrow after the game. Play the video, me.
The Knicks are better than us.
We packing somebody up tonight.